coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
And then they hatch out into these little baby turtles that we raise for a year here at the zoo, and then we release them back out into the wild.
We're giving you an inside look at the Turtle Head Start Center at Woodland Park Zoo, how you can help their programs through a wine fundraiser.
Get ready for Blue Friday. Aaron Levine is breaking down what you can expect from the Seahawks this Sunday when they take on the Cleveland Browns. Hey guys, Basic Gordon here.
We're sitting down with Converge Media's Basic Gordon, a look at some local Halloween fun for her next episode of Back to Basic.
Jerk Shack Kitchen is showing us how to make Caribbean dishes, ways you can pack in the flavor with every bite. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hello, welcome. You know, we know that it's been a heavy day news-wise, but we hope that for the next hour we can find a little bit of joy together. As always, we are so excited to have you here. I'm Maria Garcia.
And I'm Carly Henderson. It's also almost Friday, which means you've almost made it to the end of the week. So let's kick things off with a little record breaker, shall we? It may have been 7 years since Rihanna released her last album, but she is still making headlines in the music industry, this time for her Super Bowl performance. So the Umbrella singer has officially set a new Guinness World Record for the most watched Super Bowl halftime show in history. She dethroned Katy Perry with more than 121 million viewers. Now Rihanna is the first black woman to hold that title, and that iconic red jumpsuit that she wore during the performance sold out in stores within 24 hours. Look at that.
Good for her, but I gotta tell you, I'm surprised. Only because the one I go back and watch, like on YouTube, is the Bruno Mars and Beyonce one.
Oh.
I still go back and watch that to this day.
I go back and watch the Steven Tyler, NSYNC, Britney Spears one all the time. I mean, there have been so many great ones. Part of me wonders, is this the artist that's performing at the halftime show, or is it just a more highly anticipated Super Bowl than usual and people happen to already be watching?
That's an interesting point. Yeah.
But good for Rihanna.
It was quite the reveal too, so we love it. Hey, we've been chatting a lot about this, and it is finally happening. We're getting more info on Dolly Parton, who is releasing her first ever rock album. Yes, Dolly Parton, rock. She is actually giving fans a global first look in theaters. The album is entitled Rockstar, and the country-turned-rock singer is hosting a special movie screening on this. That is happening on November 15th, and it's going to be featuring a few rock songs that are in the album, but also some never-before-seen footage from performances and music videos. There will also be an exclusive interview with the 77-year-old singer. Advance tickets already on sale at a theater near you. The 30-track album, by the way, set to be released November 17th, and it will include 9 new songs and 21 rock covers. You might also recognize some of the voices because she teamed up with Elton John, Miley Cyrus, and Stevie Nicks, just to name a few people there. It's going to be a good one.
It is. What a fun way to get fans together without having to kind of plan like a full-blown tour or something like that. And I looked this morning, and the 2 theaters in our area that you can catch this at is Cinemark Lincoln Square in Bellevue and Cinemark Century in Olympia, and those tickets are on sale now, so that could be fun if you're a big Dolly fan.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Legendary rock star Billy Idol is also hitting the big screen, so he shared the trailer for his concert film titled Billy Idol State Lines, and it features the singer's show at Hoover Dam.
It's gonna be wild, insane.
Look at that. What's really cool is that this film's also going to be highlighting the dam's history and significance, which was super important for him as a water conservation activist himself. The concert film is set to hit theaters on November 15th as well. Oh, giving Dolly a little run for her money there. There's going to be a lot of rocking out in cinemas that day.
Wow. I love to see people who have been in this industry have these really long, illustrious careers, and their vibe is still fully intact. I feel like it makes me feel really good about aging, and you still can be yourself and be amazing. I love to see it.
Yeah, I also love that he's not just making it about himself and celebrating, you know, his artistry and his music and everything. He's like giving back to the water conservation efforts. So go Billy Idol.
Very exciting. Another name you may recognize, Daniel Radcliffe. He's actually doing something really special to shine a light on his stunt double that was paralyzed while filming. So Radcliffe is teaming up with his Harry Potter stunt double, David Holmes, to share his story. This is in a new documentary, and in fact, it's entitled David Holmes, The Boy Who Lived, and it showcases the friendship the two developed while filming the franchise. Now, Holmes suffered a tragic neck injury while he was filming Deathly Hallows Part 1. It left him paralyzed. The documentary is going to share interviews from Holmes, Radcliffe, former crew, and friends. Radcliffe, by the way, also the executive producer on this one. It's going to be premiering on HBO in November. I would not call myself a full Potterhead, but I'm going to be watching this because I did really love all the movies.
Yeah, I thought you were full Potterhead.
I'm Potterhead light.
Okay, okay, I like that. I'm really glad, you know, Daniel Radcliffe stuck by his side during all of this too. How awesome. That does sound really good. Huge congratulations to Olympic gold medalist Tara Lipinski. So the 41-year-old retired figure skater and her husband Todd just welcomed a baby girl named Georgie. This birth is extra sweet after Lipinski's heartbreaking 5-year battle with infertility and several miscarriages. You know, she and her husband detailed their painful journey in a new podcast that's called Unexpecting. Tara says their baby girl, who is carried by a surrogate, is so peaceful and so calm, and Tara is the best kind of tired. So she announced the news on Instagram with the post saying, "We are so grateful that we get to make this announcement that our baby girl is here. Forever thankful for our surrogate, Michaela. Thank you for carrying her safely into our arms." Ugh.
I'm so happy they got their rainbow baby. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, I've had so many friends that have dealt with pregnancy loss, and I know that it can just be something that's so very overwhelming. So whenever you do happen to see a happy ending, it just brings a smile to your face.
It really does. Yeah, she went through so much to get that. And Georgie Winter is the name, and Winter's kind of a nod to figure skating.
I love that.
Yeah.
So Winter's the middle name.
Yeah, Georgie Winter.
So cute.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, if you're looking for maybe a little holiday gift this year, Beyonce announcing a second perfume project. She shared the Instagram video on her new C'est Noir perfume, which roughly translates to This Blackness. The perfume features a floral scent and has actually been Beyonce's fragrance of choice while performing her Renaissance World Tour. The woman knows how to do it up. She had her own fragrance to get into the vibes here. Pre-order for this perfume is now available on her website, and you can actually snag a bottle for a very reasonable, I think, $60. Perfume can get pricey.
$60 is really good for perfume, and that rollout too. I mean, that whole, like, how many perfumes get a full-on trailer like that?
I love
the visuals in it, amazing. I feel like celebrity fragrances tend to do really well because, you know, fans want to own a piece of that celebrity. So it's a small way of getting that, you know, whether it's like a jewelry line, a makeup line, a fragrance, you're like, I feel closer to Beyonce.
And to know that she has been wearing it on tour, that'll do it.
Yes. Okay, this one surprised me. Lil Wayne, known for his hit rap songs, can now add a new title to his belt as a Major League Pickleball team owner. I have to admit, I did not see this one coming. So the Grammy Award-winning rapper will be a part owner and strategic advisor for the Texas Rangers, which is one of 8 Major League Pickleball teams in the U.S. He's also going to be working on clothing deals and helping to build pickleball courts in underserved areas. Lil Wayne is the newest celebrity MLP owner. Others include Tom Brady, LeBron James, and Michael Phelps. How about that?
What a mix. What a mix. And you play pickleball. Are you going to try and join the team here?
Oh, it's in Texas, so I can't. But here's the thing. Pickleball is so popular now. It is hard to get a court these days.
Really?
Yeah. I often, you know, we have our little set like sitting out in our living room waiting to go. We've tried to go so many times, even in the afternoon. They're packed. You have to put your little racket up, and that's a way of like saying that you're next in line.
Yes.
And it's you have to wait a long time to get a pickleball court.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really popular, but I'm glad
Interesting.
everyone's enjoying it.
Yeah, I love to see it. This next story is pretty adorable. Michelle Obama set to narrate a beloved children's classic, Where the Wild Things Are. HarperCollins publisher says that the audio download for this is going to go on sale October 31st, so very soon. It is the 60th anniversary of the book's original release. And by the way, Michelle Obama, not a stranger to this. She's actually read From Where the Wild Things Are before. Back in 2016, she and President Barack Obama actually acted the book out. I feel like this one is better acted out for sure. It was for an Easter event at the South Lawn of the White House. And Where the Wild Things Are is very much loved in my home.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For decades, I feel like it's one of the best children's books of all time. I'm gonna need to go do a little Googling and look up the YouTube video, if it exists, of President Obama acting out that.
It sounds super cute. Yeah, almost every night my son does the like whole rah, rah, you know. It's a whole performance in my home, and it helps with bedtime, so I'm all for it.
I love that routine. Still ahead, we're gonna be giving you a look at the Living Northwest program at the Woodland Park Zoo. We're taking a look at the turtle conservation efforts there.
But first, we are chatting with our friends Jody and Bender about rapper Eminem's new product. What inspired this culinary venture?
Don't gotta wait, don't
You better lose yourself, because rap icon Eminem, did you get it?
I got it.
Okay,
I
good,
loved
good. Rap icon Eminem is releasing something very special today. Nope, not a new song, but a new sauce.
Ooh, joining us to share all about it, our friends Jody and Bender from Mornings on 95.7 The Jet. Hi, friends.
Hi.
Hello.
So go ahead, Mariah, do the line. Do the line from the song.
Oh, we were just singing it during break. How does this
Did you hear us belting it
Palms
out?
are
You better
sweaty.
lose yourself, and then something.
Well, no, you
Music,
gotta do the
moment
rap.
you want it, you better let it go.
You only get one shot. Yeah.
People are going to start changing the channel. We got to get into the story.
Right, but we actually need the line that pertains to the product that he's selling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
mom spaghetti. Yeah.
Okay, so great rapper. We know that about Eminem. Is he
Right.
good in the kitchen too? And what can you tell us about the sauce?
So since the movie 8 Mile came out like 20 years ago,
Okay, let's not
he
do the math.
actually
Okay.
he actually had a couple of pop-up restaurants, one in Detroit, one in New York, called Mom Spaghetti. Well, now he has bottled Mom Spaghetti sauce, and he's now selling it. He tweeted out a link along with the lyrics that you guys obviously clearly nailed. But yes, Mom Spaghetti available in time for the holidays. So there you go.
That'd be a fun gift to give someone, right? Who liked
Yeah.
Eminem.
I think so.
Totally.
Yeah.
That was 21 years ago, by the way.
Oh, thanks, Bender. Hey,
Yeah,
let's
I'm here
talk
for you.
about a different song, okay? Disney debuting a new villainous song from the movie Wish, and it features Chris Pine. So what's the deal? Can he actually sing?
Well, I'll play it for you. You let us know. We did this earlier this morning with a round of who sings it. Not many people could figure it out, but finally we had somebody guess Chris Pine. Here we go.
I give the clothes off Benito's back. If you really needed that, I'll be the first one to volunteer. Henry, if your home were to crumble, or if you were in trouble,
Everybody!
I'll let you live it for free.
That's all you get.
Okay.
all you get.
All right. I wouldn't
Chris
immediately say
Pine.
Chris Pine. Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
He can sing.
Yeah.
Not bad.
He can.
It actually, what was the Disney movie he was in before as a prince? Because we had some people texting in saying
Into the
he didn't-
woods.
He
Yeah.
wasn't good in that one.
Into the woods.
Dang.
Well, maybe this will be
But-
his shining moment.
But there's a video that we have posted on our Facebook at Jody and Bender that we'll forward to you guys as well as we could forward it to your stuff.
Yeah.
But it's him in studio singing along with the animated version. So it's actually pretty cool.
Oh,
Love
cute.
that. Okay, we're going to keep the music chat going
Yeah.
because the Beatles have the world premiere of their new song next Thursday. It actually ties into their very first original song. Tell us all about that.
You guys, this is such a big deal for Beatles fans. And I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, well, if it was, buried and then they added a bunch of vocals to it, then it's not an original Beatles song. And that's not true. This is their new last song ever. It's called Now and Then. And basically, they had this recording of all 4 Beatles working on it: Harrison, Ringo Starr, Paul McCartney, and John Lennon. But there was this very loud, like humming noise that was in the background that made it impossible to hear John Lennon's vocals. So they basically just stashed it aside and figured, well, we're not going to be able to work with this song. But remember when Peter Jackson did that documentary about the Beatles? It aired on Apple TV. It was a very big deal, 4-part documentary. Well, they used AI in that documentary to sharpen and crispen some of their old stuff. And they said, I wonder if we use this AI on the song Now and Then, if we could hear Lennon. And lo and behold, the lyrics are there.
It worked.
So
something good that AI did.
Finally.
Yeah. So they're actually having this mega release with this mega anthology, a couple different things you could buy in a bunch of different ways. On November 1st, it'll be out, and you could hear it on iHeartMedia stations, or you could follow the YouTube Beatles channel.
Very
We'll
cool.
be debuting it next Thursday on 95.7 The Jet.
A very nice tease ahead. Jody and Bender, thank you so much for joining us, per usual. And yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Don't forget, you can catch Jody and Bender weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 95.7 The Jet.
Still to come, we are sitting down with sports director Aaron Levine. What you can expect from the Seahawks game on Sunday.
And a new way to help local wildlife by making a little bit of a toast this holiday season. The winery that is raising funds for conservation work at the Woodland Park Zoo. That's next.
Don't gotta wait, don't.
You know, I think nature is one of the reasons why so many of us love living in the Pacific Northwest. And 2 groups from the area are teaming up to do some good.
Wine by Joe is raising money that will go to the Woodland Park Zoo, and that means more projects to help animals in the zoo and in the wild. Here is a closer look at the fundraising and the conservation work of the Living Northwest Trail. I'm just so excited to be here at the Woodland Park Zoo, stopping by the Turtle Head Start Center. Hey, you two! Thanks so much for hanging out with me. What's going on back here?
So yeah, as you said, we're at the Turtle Head Start Center here at Woodland Park Zoo. It's a key part of our Western Pond Turtle Recovery Project. They're an endangered species in Washington State, and so we give them a little help by getting the eggs from the wild, and they hatch here in our incubator, and then they hatch out into these little baby turtles that we raise for a year here at the zoo, and then we release them back out into the wild. And that just gives them that head start on life, protects them from some of the non-native predators that are unfortunately here in their habitat, and gives them that little chance to get that head start.
What a wonderful way to have a serious impact on our environment as a whole.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I love about the zoo is that it's a different vibe depending on the season, okay? So we're out of the heat of the year. It's going to get a lot cooler. What can people do during the winter?
Yeah, well, we're here in our Living Northwest Trail, and this is a great place to come in the winter. We have some indoor spaces like this and undercover spaces. One of the great things this year is we have some new brown bear cubs that are getting on to 2 years old. They came a year ago. They're really fun to see, although they might slow down in the winter time, but they're still fun to watch. And of course, we have some cool events like our Wild Lanterns that runs from mid-November to mid-January, and that's always fun to see in the evening time.
And there is nothing better than doing some good while you get something awesome in return. That's always a little bit nice, isn't it?
Yes.
So Wine by Joe participating in helping raise this money. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we are an Oregon winery. We've been around for 21 years, and one of the foundational elements of our business is giving back. So we've actually given back to 100 different organizations during that time, and it's just so special to us being Pacific Northwest, what the zoo is doing up here to support the animals that live in our backyard, and how we can help get that message out. What they're doing is through our Wine by Joe. So from now till the end of the year, any bottle purchased throughout the state will go back and support the zoo.
Now, I know people are going to want to know, where do I get this bottle? So where can they find it?
So major grocery stores, and then also restaurants too. If you see it on a wine list, order a glass of wine, and everything goes back to support.
That's amazing. Talk to me a little more about the importance to do something to give back to our community for you.
It brings everything together. It's a greater message that we can show the conservation that they're doing, and through our business. So we're we're very, very happy to support.
And I think there is a beautiful sort of metaphor in this partnership, because just like doing work to help our environment and to help our wildlife, getting those grapes ready for beautiful wine, that takes some time too.
Yes, it does.
So tell me a little bit about the importance of being patient when it comes to trying to affect change that is lasting and meaningful in our community.
Well, and I think with them, even here, you know, it's local and it's a global work that they're doing. And, you know, the zoo's been around, what, over 100 years now up here? And it takes time. And then all the messaging and just doing for the greater good. I think it's wonderful.
Wonderful. Yes, absolutely. Could not agree more. And if you'd like a little wine, especially for your holiday season,
exactly,
and to do something wonderful for your community, this is the best option for you. And here's something else that's pretty cool. You can actually donate directly to the zoo on winebyjoe.com. Just follow the link to Woodland Park Zoo. You can make that donation. You can sign up to win annual family passes to the Woodland Park Zoo as well. And we have more information on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio 13 Live. How about those bear cubs?
Those bears are so cute. They're
like
oh
a year old. They're enormous. They're huge.
Whoa. Coming up on Studio 13 Live, we're going to be chatting with Besa Gordon about her new episode of Back to Besa, taking a look at a fun new Halloween cocktail class and more.
But first, we love football season around here. What you can expect when the Seahawks face off against the Cleveland Browns on Sunday.
Don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make.
The new episode of Back to Besa airs on Fox 13 this Saturday at 10:30 p.m.
And today we're getting a bit of a sneak peek with host Besa Gordon. Hey there, Besa.
Hey guys.
We're obsessed with your style.
I know, we were loving the outfit today.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Giving 70s.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So I want to talk about this because this was hitting headlines not too long ago, okay? The community coming together to talk about recent violence in the Central District. What happened here?
Dude, it's been wild in the city, and as a lot of people know, I'm from the Central District.
Yeah.
So finding out about all of these businesses being, 1, shot up, 2, robbed, it just really started like bothering me. It hurt my soul and it hurt their soul. All of these people actually came together to speak their minds and be like, this is what we want to see. You know, on my show, I have Youth Unfiltered where they're like, this is what I want. These adults are now telling the legislation, our Senate, our police officers, this is what we want. What are you going to do about all of the violence? You know, the postman was shot up on literally the anniversary of when Devon Pickett Jr. was actually killed.
Right.
I want to say A for Apple, who I actually go to church with. I go to church with Apollonia, okay, and her mom. And I found out that her daycare was shot.
Right.
So there's just so many negative things that are happening over in the Central District. And people are now just like, what are you guys going to do about this? So that is what that was about over at Made Space. Hopefully, you know, our people of power here in Seattle actually listen. Hopefully they do something about it. You know, if they haven't seen the segment yet over on Converge Media, hopefully they check it out this weekend on the show. But something has to be done because this is wild.
Yeah, good for you for using your voice and your platform to talk about that too. Yeah. Something good happening. Recently there was a sold-out one-woman show over at Langston Hughes. What was that about?
Oh, Lakima Bell, I'm so proud of her. Okay, she did a whole one-woman show called Tell It Like It Tis. And if you ask me, not only did she liberate herself in that show, she liberated the audience. You know, I think as women, we are always told, especially as Black women, just shut up and eat your food. In this moment, she was able to talk about her traumas. She was able to talk about, you know, mental health issues, different things that she's gone through as a child and as an adult, and put it out there. And here's the thing, a lot of times we go through things like, you know, abuse, whether it's substance abuse, whether it's, you know, mental health issues, and we just act like we're by ourselves. We're not by ourselves. There are so many people that have the same issues that we deal with. And I think that in moments like that, when someone is able to just put it out there so raw to where it's like, I've gone through this, I've come through this, you can do it too, you kind of feel like you're not alone. So shout out to you, Lakima, for liberating yourself and everybody in that sold-out audience over at Langston Hughes.
Love to see it. The importance of community too. Yeah, people don't want to feel alone.
No.
Yeah.
And you feel alone when you don't get to talk about these things because you feel like it's so taboo, so you don't talk about it. And in moments like that, you know, maybe you're in the car with your friend and you're like, girl, I'm just gonna be honest with you. That happened to me too. And she's like, oh my God, you too. So everybody just feels liberated in that moment. So I know that she felt good, but I also feel like people in that audience felt good too.
Yeah, wonderful. So we like some woo stuff around here every now and then, okay? And I hear you visited a crystal shop. What did you learn?
First of all, I love crystals.
Yeah, you crystal girly, okay.
I went to Olawayola to visit my girl Rainbow, who actually gifted me this over at Umoja.
Oh my gosh,
beautiful.
so pretty.
So she has a brand called Soul Chain. So obviously she sells crystals, but she also has soul chains. And what I love about freaking Rainbow is that she's so knowledgeable of the crystals and the properties. And, you know, I actually also got some Reiki in person. So I normally do Reiki on YouTube. It's called like distance Reiki. And I was able to get Reiki for the first time in person. I just really enjoyed my time with her. It felt good in there. And I don't know if anyone has ever gone to like a crystal shop and sometimes you just don't really feel any energy coming from the crystals. And you're like, what is this, glass?
Right.
That's not the vibe that I got there. Rainbow, in my opinion, is the real deal. I can't speak for anybody else, but I know what I felt like when I went in there, and it was absolutely electric. And I slept like a baby that night.
Ooh, good energy all around. You also recently went to a Halloween cocktail class. How did that go?
So my girl Ashanti, who I've actually known since I was 16 years old, she actually has a cocktail company called Couture Cocktail. And I missed her cocktail party in February. This time, I was not missing it, okay? So this one was Halloween themed. We made a mocktail and a cocktail, and it was so good. I realized that, you know, bartending is not my tingling, but I will drink a drink real quick.
That's so
I love that. It looks fun.
It was so fun, and it was so easy to follow her directions. You know, sometimes you go to certain classes, and you're like, wait, I missed a step.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard. You know, it got to the point where I was trying to, like, take the shaker and turn it over and get the top out.
Sure.
I couldn't get it out, so somebody had to help me, but it was so nice, and everybody was so friendly. And I think in classes like that, it's also nice to have like a good group around you. Like everybody was having fun. We're like, oh, did you get this one? Oh, I don't think that's the right one, girl.
Yeah, honestly, relatable. Yeah. Besa, thank you so much. And if you want to catch the new episode of Back to Besa on Fox 13, it's going down Saturday at 10:30 p.m. as well as on Fox 13 Plus Sunday at 10 a.m. You want to talk to us a little bit more?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about the story because this woman is in the news for spending 15 years getting revenge on a guy who spit on her friend at a comedy show in college. Apparently her friend accidentally spilled a drink on this guy who, in addition to spitting on her friend, also called both girls a slur, which we will not be repeating on TV today. So this girl, she found his Facebook page. She saw the shows that he had liked. So what she did was create fake profiles and sent him all the spoilers to ruin the shows for him, right? So she felt really good about that. She moved on with her life. Years and years later, though, like many years passed, she saw that a friend of a friend who she described as an angel got engaged to him. No, right? So she created another fake profile and gave this guy's fiance the tea on what he did to her and her friend, as well as some other bad stuff that she found from stalking his Reddit account, which she also had from back in the day. His fiance called off the wedding. And apparently that's how you do a 15-year revenge.
Wow.
Is her friend still obsessed like this, though?
I didn't get the feeling that her friend was involved at all. I think she just was like really wanting to show him what was up.
I just feel like that's strange. Like, I mean, I understand being mad, right?
Yeah, sure.
But if your friend is over it, why are you not over it?
Right.
Yeah.
Some people love to mess with other people, though. I think it's pretty funny. I do totally support giving the tea to the friend, though. Like, just so you're aware. Like, maybe he changed, but maybe he didn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and apparently that the girl who was engaged to him is now happily married elsewhere, has kids and a thriving business with someone else. So it all worked out.
Love to see that.
Karma, baby.
Come on, good money.
I love to see it. Hey, coming up on Studio 13 Live, we're learning how to make some Caribbean recipes with Jerk Shack Kitchen, including their jerk chicken burritos. Stay with us.
And don't forget, if you missed anything on the show, you can watch it anytime on our connected TV app. The Fox Local app is free to download on Fire TV, Apple TV, Android TV, or Roku.
Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait.
It is time for Emerald Eats, where we get to highlight amazing food in our area. The James Beard Foundation is hosting Taste America at the Four Seasons on November 1st, celebrating some of Seattle's finest restaurants and chefs.
And today we are learning how to make Caribbean dishes with one of the Taste 20 chefs, Trey Lamont. Hello, Trey.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
We are so excited to have you here. You are with Jerk Shack Kitchen.
Yes.
It smells so good in here already. Oh my goodness.
I appreciate that. You know, we're the food of the sun, but when you come into Jerk Shack Kitchen, you're gonna definitely smell. The smell's gonna hit you first. You eat with your nose first. People say you eat with your eyes first. I say if it doesn't smell good, you're not gonna put it in your mouth.
That's true.
You're right.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so what can people find on the menu?
Oh man, you can get our staple is our jerk fried chicken. Actually, it's not a fried chicken with batter or flour. It is gluten free, but it's going to be a confit jerk chicken where we render the fat out of the skin and we slowly cook it in its own fat, and then we chill it and let the fat go back into the meat so it's never dry again. And then we flash fry it with more jerk dry rub spice, not a marinade, a jerk dry rub spice, so that there's like 6 layers of jerk spice on there. And when I say spice, it's not spicy, but the sauce we put on it can be spicy. So if you're not a spice eater, you can request.
I'm looking over there.
I appreciate that you looked at me. It's true.
You can request to not have it too spicy.
I like the spicy. And kind of talk to us how special the Seattle culinary community is and how special it is for you to be part of this event.
Well, it's very special to me. I'm born and raised here. I was raised in the Central District, right where the new location of the Jerk Shack Kitchen is. And, you know, food I grew up with. My father, he worked at the hotels here in Seattle, specifically one hotel, Seattle Sheraton Hotel. And I was raised in the kitchen, like as a kid, and they would give me things to do. And you know, I got to go to all the banquets and all the things that was high class food and high quality food growing up here. And it means a lot. We have the Pike Place Market. I mean,
come on. We can't wait to try your food. What are we making today?
Well, we're doing a jerk chicken burrito, something very simple. Already softened these tortillas here, but we'll get some flavor going for you. So what I want to do is get this jerk beyond patty for you.
Ooh, that's awesome.
And we're going to use this collaboration I have with Tom Douglas's The Jerk Rub with Love. It's my brand here. And it's not going to be too spicy because that's, like I said, it's with the sauce. And I'll turn that up a little bit.
What's in there?
I can't tell you.
It's a secret.
It smells good.
But just to give you a kind of what jerk is, it's allspice. You can't make jerk without allspice. Thyme, garlic, ginger, Scotch bonnet pepper, but you know, it's gonna be balanced. Let's get this chicken on.
Let's. It looks so good.
Yep. We got some jerk chicken that I kind of prepared already.
Yeah. Is this what you're showcasing, or what are you gonna showcase at Taste America?
This is not what I'm showcasing.
Okay.
We are going to be showcasing there our jerk mac and cheese. So
also sounds very good.
our jerk mac and cheese is going to have a jerk roux. So when people when they usually make a homemade mac and cheese, that roux is usually butter and flour. And when you don't season that flour, then what's the point, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So we season it with jerk spice. And I mean, I wish this thing was sizzling here. You know, it's a good thing it is hot.
Yes, it is.
I already got it hot.
Yeah.
For you.
Good.
So
Thank you.
let me assemble this burrito for
Beautiful.
you, actually.
Trey, when did you figure out that you wanted to be a chef, and how did you learn?
Man, I wanted to be a chef ever since I was 3 years old.
Really?
So I was one of the lucky ones to know what I wanted to do at a young age. So it was very important to me. My grandma raised me in the kitchen. She is not the Caribbean side of the family, but she taught me the Southern dishes. So we're going to go with these rice and peas first. Like it says, red beans and rice cooked in coconut milk. When people see rice and peas on the menu, they think, oh, I don't like peas. I don't like green peas.
Yeah.
No. In the Caribbean, peas mean beans.
Oh, really?
I was like, I don't see any green right there. So there you go.
Interesting.
So we'll just do half of that there.
Okay.
So we'll do that, and then I'll get some plantain in there. So some sweet plantain.
So good.
The mix of those textures is it sounds fantastic.
Well,
too.
the mix of the flavors actually, because it's sweet and savory put together.
And I've been eyeballing these sauces since we walked into this room. Talk to us about these.
Well, this is our garlic sauce. We call it our Papa sauce.
Ooh,
It
nice.
is nothing crazy about it.
Okay, just tasty.
Right, just tasty as garlic, very garlicky. Put some cheese in there. We have our verde sauce. It's a garlic cilantro lime sauce.
Yum.
So very garlicky.
Yeah, I like garlic.
And then
Bring it on.
This is our oh boy sauce. I put a little bit in there.
Okay.
But
Spicy?
you know, it's just
could
it is
be.
our hot sauce,
Okay.
but it's not too hot.
Okay.
Right?
And then we're just gonna wrap that.
Nice.
And then if you go to a place where you get a burrito, excuse me, and they're not wrapping it and then putting it on the grill, then
Something's
walk
wrong.
out.
Don't
walk
go back
out.
there.
Run
Walk
away.
out. And the thing is, they don't have to put it on a grill, but if they're not searing that tortilla in some foil after they've wrapped it, then it's not the place for you.
Okay.
Oh, I like that. Hot
Put it in
tip.
the microwave like
So
I
you,
do.
yeah.
Especially not
These are not microwave.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. You also offer catering. So what are some of the most popular orders, people?
Man, the most popular item
Yeah.
for catering would be that jerk chicken, but you can get catering pans full of almost anything on our menu. So, you know, it's just a good, you know, you can get plantains, you can get jerk chicken. You can get
Beautiful.
full pans of jerk chicken bone-in. You can get our jerk pork, it's pretty awesome. It's amazing, actually.
We
And-
do have about a minute left, so I want to
Okay.
make sure that Carly gets to taste
Oh, yeah.
that burrito.
Yes.
Well, thanks, girl.
Well, we're toasting that real
All
quick.
right, all
and,
right.
I mean, it's pretty much ready to go.
Beautiful.
So,
Okay.
Love
let
to
me help
see it.
you. See, I got chef hands
hot.
on.
Chef-
You know,
Do you
Yeah,
not
you guys
feel
can touch
it?
the hottest stuff.
I got chef hands. You know, the nerve endings in my hands are
They gone.
done. So when you're eating a burrito, you should always peel as you go.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
right.
So
Like a banana?
it
Less
does-
messy.
Yeah, so exactly, and then you know it's the perfect,
Thank you so
and it's not too
much.
hot for you.
Aw.
Love this.
Yeah.
What do we think? What do we think? Nice and warm.
They're so good. Those sauces are unreal.
It's not too spicy for you, right?
It's perfect.
See, I didn't put too much in there
Oh,
for it.
beautiful. Trey, thank you so much for
Very
joining
welcome.
us. We posted
Thank you.
more info on Jerk Shack Kitchen on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. We're going to try this one for Instagram, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Have an amazing day.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening.